Hello everyone, it's a pleasure to have you here with us today. My name is Stratton Orcutt, and I'm the student at Amberton University currently right now. For my job-wise, I used to work at Home Goods and Bashas' for part of my senior year for my business preparations at my high school years. I graduated from Chandler Gilbert Community College and I got my associates in arts from there. And I'm taking the opportunity to get my bachelor's degree from there to get my full degree to get the business what I want to achieve. Technology is evolving each year and we're getting even better on it for the better future for all those kids and adults alike. But what about for school, for example? So for today, we're going to talk about should young kids use technologies in school. I will first talk about how the teachers are going to do to set up the classrooms for the children to know about the technologies, get engaged into more of the lessons and for the brighter future for them. Most people use technologies through laptops and computers, interact and do stuff on Canvas in colleges and school today, right? So today we're going to talk about should students, younger kids, should use the technologies during school times, like during first grade or beyond that. To answer the question that I gave you, since, like I said, technology is changing every year, teachers should allow students to use technology today for school. But for the teachers need to pull this off in school, they need to change the furnitures and technology styles and make it more styles for the students to engage in lessons more often. So when creating a personal styles during the classrooms that the teachers need to set up like furniture, technology for the students they can teach here, the students will expand their learning styles and opportunities for meaningful engagement, productive collaboration, and higher achievements for the students from the assignments they are given by their teachers. Take how we use our schoolwork and everything else for college and university now. Since with the COVID-19 outbreak hit, things are more and more changing now, and now we use for learning for the computers and laptops to engagement in school learning to resume on that during the COVID-19. But however, that doesn't change the learning styles what we know today to know what we can go for our dreams through online for the teachers. We could get down the degrees we need to get down. So I would have to say it'll be allowed for kids to use the technology for school, but as long as the teachers gotta make sure get into the engagement for the students to get engaged with others and to them into the lessons they can learn from them. The current problem right now is trying to get engagement more with the students with the teachers. The only way we can solve this problem is to change the learning styles in the classrooms into the interactive panels and for the lessons with each other. That way they can know the lesson more and engage into the others and the teacher more often. The teachers will question themselves how they're going to change the classroom styles to get the students engaged more of the lesson, or how they can engage the students into them throughout their attention or to each other to help each other out for better education. To answer that question and to do this, the teachers need to change the lifestyles of the classrooms. To change the learning styles, for example, like from tablets to interactive panels into the both desks, which as I meant, adjustable height desks. If the teachers can do that to change it to those styles, then the students can engage more into the lesson and to each other. That way they can have a real learning and great future ahead of them. So for these problems to get those in, the solution is to get the right things in for the classrooms for the students to engage in, they need to include the following things. It needs to include mobile devices, audio-visual, wireless networks, collaboration, and finally, the classroom management tools. Those are the stuff we need to get down for the students to get engaged more for the classrooms. Also among those things, furniture also need to be suited into the classroom as well. We need to get the furniture to suit with the students to engagement more and along for the use for the school's care area. So I got the thing for you here. Imagine yourself in a classroom where there's not much interactive areas, but you need somebody to interact more, get into the lesson more often. That is when the students are going to try to interact with the teacher, try to get them into engagement more, and try to change up the classroom styles. And that's how the teacher's going to try to react and get into the act and changing into the more suitable technological way. And imagine yourself when you're a teacher, that you're teaching the kids and they're not into the engagement area, but you need to figure out a way to engage them more. Well, I have a solution. There is a way to get them into engagement more, into a lesson. It's to change the classroom styles. And when you do that, they can engage more into the lesson and to each other for interactive panels and everything else. That way they can have a bright future ahead of them, and more because since technology is changing, we're getting even better and better each year. If you can get the stuff in what I mentioned earlier, the stuff that you need to change up the classrooms, you can be able to engage others more often, and they'll get into engagement more and more since things are changing all the time. That way you can help out the students to get engagement more and interact more often and help each other. That's the most important thing. So I have to think to all you teachers out there. We need to engage the schools into changing into more and more technological areas for our students to engage even more and more areas and help them out for a brighter future. So for all you teachers out there, I have one question. Which would you prefer? The lame style now for kids to interact lessly to the lessons? Or changed it into technological areas for students to engage more to each other or the lessons for a brighter future. It's your choice to make for your school. On behalf of all of you showed up here to hear my message through this, thank you very much for joining with me today. And if you have any questions, please send it right through from my my.amberton.edu if you have any questions to explain more about how the schools need to change their technological sources. So for all you teachers out there, I want you to think about it and think getting into students to engage more and more often and help them out for a brighter future. It's to change the classroom styles and try to change the way of the rules are and to help out for a brighter future. And that's all I have, and be sure to think about that. Thank you very much for your time.